This is how the brain works. In the center part of the brain is where the cells produce serotonin and norepinephrine emanate from. They modify the rest of the brain. Just like a dimmer switch can control how light or dark a whole room is just from one small area, each cell has connections with 500,000 other cells. The signal comes down the nerve. It then releases this chemical which goes across the space called the synapse. It then fills up the receptors on the nerve on the left side, and once it reaches critical mass, the signal is sent. That's how the nerve on the right side influences the nerve on the left side. Your body makes this stuff every day, and your body breaks it down every day, and you have to have enough of it in reserve, otherwise you have the kind of symptoms of depression. Now, in this higher magnification, the nerve comes down, it reaches critical mass, and is sucked back up into that yellow vacuum system. The body will recycle some of it, but the rest of it is destroyed and thrown away, and that's dependent upon your genetics. Again, you have to have enough of that chemical to fill those receptors to function normally. Now, some people can have problems with too much rather than too little. This is the dopamine system, and this is what may happen with people with schizophrenia. They are being so overstimulated with dopamine, they become very agitated, they hallucinate, they hear voices, they can't sleep, they think the government's out after them. So what we use is medications called atypical antipsychotics, which are represented by these green balls, which now temporarily sit and block those receptors from being overstimulated. It's like putting the brakes on a runaway car. It helps to slow them down. They can function better. They can return to normal if they take their medication. Now, this is what may happen with depression. There wasn't quite enough to reach critical mass, so the body sucks it back up, reloads, sends a double dose. Now you have enough of the neurotransmitter, and it fills up those receptors, and boom, the signal is sent, and now it's sucked back up into the vacuum system, ready for the next signal. Now, antidepressants are not addicting. All they are these white balls that simply plug up that vacuum system. So now the body can't bring it back in and destroy it or throw it away. So now the concentration in that gap increases. It helps your body conserve what you've already made. It's like having instant hot water. So when you turn on the spigot, you have hot water immediately when you get your cup of coffee or tea or wash your hands or take a shower. This is what's addicting. This is in the pleasure center of the brain, and these are the dopamine receptors. And these purple balls represent methamphetamine and cocaine, which now begin to hit and to smash and to destroy those receptors. It's like taking a hammer and smashing a nail through a board of wood so that people can no longer experience normal pleasure and joy in life unless they have more and more cocaine. So if you understand that, you understand how the brain works.